Hi boys and girls, it's me Butch. My name is Terry David Silvercloud. I'm not native, it just sounds that way. I'm 78 years old. Today is the 12th of March 2023. Almost spring. Spring in the Roman calendar was on the 15th of March and was called the Ides of March. And in 44 BC, in the Ides of March, Julius Caesar and his buddies were on their way to the Senate, and Julie was going to get himself declared a god. And on the way, his buddies seemed to have other ideas, and they turned him into sushi. So, where were I? I've been meaning to make this video for a couple of days, but had all kinds of crash problems, and I've determined that my soundboard doesn't work anymore. So I'm doing a workaround with one microphone. I hope I don't sound too badly. And what I'm on about today is, what camera we got? One. There I am, old and wrinkly. See, I was way overweight, accidentally, I won't even get into that, about 10 years ago when I went on a diet and I brought my weight down, but I've always had a problem with this little, like I'm expecting. So if you look at my gut, you can see that I have a little bit of fat still around my belly button there, but generally speaking, it's mostly skin, just right at the belly button. There's still some fat under there, and short of liposuction, there's no easy way to get rid of that, except dieting and dieting and dieting and dieting until you're skin and bones, and that'll still probably be there. But really, a lot of that is not that much. It's the intestines and everything underneath that they've gotten bigger, and you let them do it, and over the years, because your mom told you to sit up straight and you didn't, and we're slouching all the time. I've spent most of my life on my feet, but which is why I have a lot of arthritic problems. But you don't get to exercise these muscles very much. There's the exercise you can lie on your back and do the pedal pumps, where you're lying on your back and you pump, you're riding a bike in the air, you're holding up your hips, and twisting a little bit helps, because you're trying to target just, especially the one in the middle there, right by your belly button. You really want to give that one some exercise, and the exercise I'm going to tell you is super simple. It's an isometric exercise. Iso means in Old Greek the same as, and metric means in measure, so it means the same in measure and or equal. So a simple exercise, which is not for here, but just to demonstrate it, is to push against each arm. That way you're exercising all those muscles, and you can just do I'm on camera too, that's why I thought I was on camera one here. Here we go. So that's the pushy thing there, and let's go to camera two. That wasn't bad. But the one I really want to show you is up straight and suck it in. I can do it fairly easy now because I've been doing it for about 2 months. Twisting back and forth helps because the twisting's affecting things here. And the object is to strengthen the muscle in your knees to try and hold that gut inside, in. You may have gotten rid of most of your body fat, but you still have, as you got older, you just let your belly go. I'm old now. So I didn't really pay attention to these things until recently because my body, because I was fairly athletic, my body just sort of looked after itself because I didn't eat a lot. I rarely drank. I'm sort of a pot smoker, but I don't drink much, certainly not beer. And I've always been on my feet and all the time. I rarely have been sitting in my life. Now I have severe arthritis in the hips and everywhere. That's another story, but the whole gist of this video is to get you to, this is something you can do anywhere. You're sitting there watching this old dude there in his bathing suit. You could be doing it right now, or you could be sucking it in while you're watching me. You could even be pushing against each arm. You can tense your whole body. You know, if you just tense everything, you're exercising. That's exercise. You know, when you're doing that, you're squeezing the F out of yourself. You don't want to do it too long if you have a bad heart. But the point is, you're exercising your muscle, and if you were on a submarine, which I was when I was young, you got nowhere really to walk or do anything, and we were always encouraged to exercise. Otherwise, you get back on land after a month at sea, and you actually have trouble walking. Well, sometimes it's a bit weird, even if you're on a ship, because if the ship's been rolling all the time, and suddenly you're on land again, the land feels a bit weird. But the point is, isometric exercises are things that prisoners or people confined to small spaces or don't have access to exercise equipment can use. I personally, I try every day. I have for the last year or two. I try to do this 75 times and switch it up, and then I try to do this at least 50 times. And once in a while, I'm trying to get to do more than that, but the arthritis is really bad in my shoulders, so the angel rings are really hard, and these are 10 pounds each. You might find 5 pounds. Now, if you just want something that adds a little something that isn't too hard, I'm not getting on about you doing this. It's just I'm telling you what I do, and I try to, touch my toes frequently. It's hard on my arthritis back there, but just to keep the muscles stretched out, try to touch my toes 20 times or so, and try not for me to remember to do it too quickly because I have atrial fibrillation. I'm old, I have heart issues. Sudden changes make my heart confused, so doing things more slowly is a good guide for me. So I've gone on and on and on and on, and mostly I just wanted to make this video and see how my gear is working, and I hope the sound is okay. I'm a bit bummed out that my mixer is, I guess I'd toss that out. Oh well. It mixes, but I have to take a different output, and I don't have a USB output from my mixer, and that causes echo issues. So right now I'm just, most of the sound I think is coming from this little studio mic here, and my Shure mics aren't really doing anything at the moment. These other mics, I've got them turned off because they're in the mixer. That's the only way I can join them up to the computer. You don't know all this, do you? So I'm gonna. Oh, one more thing here. It was my dad. When I was thinking about when I started doing this exercise a couple of months ago, I thought, all right, that's what Dad did. He was really into isometrics. That's him on the left there when he's about 25 or so, and I'm the tall kid. I'm about 7 or something, 8. I don't know how old I am there. 7 or 8, I think. Maybe, go for 8. So my dad's about 25, and you can see he was a pretty fit guy. He'd been in the Army before that. I'm a war baby. But isometrics, something to keep in mind, something you can do anywhere. Just the only thing stopping you is your own laziness. So I go on and on like a dripping tap, and that's what old Judes do. So I'm going to get myself out of here and I want to make more videos soon. I'm making a video right now on swimsuits. This is a fake Aussie Bum classic from it comes from Light in the Box. These are about $10, and it's very nice. It's got a double layer in the front, and the sides, if they get wet, might be a bit translucent. The real Aussie Bum, AUSSIEBUM, you know, like bum, Aussie, like Australian, AussieBum.com. Their suits run about $25, and they're much nicer material. This material is okay, it's just nylon. So I'm making this really long video about where to get different kinds of swimsuits, and because I have like 100 of them. I usually go to a clothing optional beach, but now that I'm old, it's just too many steps up and down, so I go to regular beaches now, and I like being skimpy. I'm from old school. So what am I doing? I'm going on and on and on like a dripping tap. So I'm looking for a control here. I'm going to, where are you? You're over there. I'm going to say bye-bye from Butch, and, you know, subscribe if you want to find me again, and I'll shortly be making the bathing suit video. Oh, he does go on and on. Well, I'm looking for, oh yeah, here. So I'm going to get out of your hair. Bye.